My dear friends, welcome to Uncaged Zootours. If you are new to the channel and love animals, I recommend and appreciate hitting the like and subscribe buttons and the bell icon to join me on my tours. Hello everyone, pack your bags, because today we're heading back to the Lone Star State of Texas to visit the Dallaszoo. Our first two adventures were a fun, back-to-back two-parter of the massive Wilds of Africa section. Now, we're heading to the eastern side of the zoo to visit Wings of Wonder. Despite its name being themed around birds, it showcases a variety of animals from South America, the fourth largest continent in the world. Let's begin. Wings of Wonder is located to the right of foryou, an insect house, and our first animal is the red-legged seriema. These birds look like tiny ostriches, but they are related to falcons and parrots. Red-legged seriemas prefer to stay on the ground and are one of the few birds that are brave enough to fight a venomous coral snake. They're also known for their loud calls, which can be heard from a mile away. It sounds like a yelping puppy. I feel like giving the spotlight to a special raptor, just past the spectacle owl. Say hello and hola to the harpyeagle. These raptors are one of the most powerful eagles in the world, with talons that are longer than a grizzly bear's claw. Harpyeagles can snatch a sloth from a tree and are named after Harpia, a woman bird monster from Greek mythology. Like other eagles, the females are larger than the males, and while the girls hunt larger prey like monkeys and sloths, the boys hunt smaller prey like basilisk lizards. When hunting prey, harpyeagles might eat it on a log or stump because it's too big to be taken back to the nest. Next to the Maguari stork is the kingvulture. There are many theories as to how the kingvulture got its name. One of these theories comes from a Mayan legend that believed the bird was a messenger between humans and gods. The kingvulture was worshipped as a god or king. Scientists have yet to solve the mystery of how the kingvulture finds its food. Some scientists think that kingvultures follow other vultures. Others say that they rely on their sight, and some say that the bird uses their sense of smell. Despite all these theories about their name and their hunting ways, kingvultures have one of the most powerful beaks of any vulture in the Americas. They can break bones to open carcasses that other vultures can't. When eating with other vultures, kingvultures eat first, and other species feed off the remains. Other birds you might see in this area are Ruppel's griffon vultures, who live in Africa, and Andean condors. We may be done with birds, but there are still more animals to see, including some giant reptiles. Galapagos tortoises cannot leave their shells because it's attached to their ribs. Their lungs are also located on the top of their body underneath their domed shell. Their shells aren't solid. They are made of a honeycombs-like structure that encloses small air chambers. This allows the tortoise to carry the weight of the shell without falling over. Even though they look peaceful, Galapagos tortoises can still fight each other. The tortoises stare at each other, open their mouths, and stretch their heads as high as they can, and whoever's head is higher wins, while the loser surrenders and hides in its shell. It may look like they're doing it for show, but Galapagos tortoises do fight over food in the wild. Galapagos tortoises are noticeably slow, as they can only walk 0.16 miles per hour. I've seen active tortoises before, but the next habitat has something that you don't see every day. A Bolivian great titi monkey living with an active Linnaeus two-toed sloth. Sloths conserve energy by being inactive. The only time they might go down to the ground is to use the bathroom, which happens once a week. On the ground, a sloth can't move its back legs because they're too weak to walk, and must drag itself on the ground at a speed of 5 feet per minute. In the trees, a sloth can move at 15 feet per minute. I said before that sloths have algae in their fur, but they also have tiny bugs called sloth moths inside. Unlike most mammals, a sloth's fur grows from its stomach towards its back. Don't worry, we'll see another active sloth, when we visit the small mammal house at the Smithsonian National Zoo. Sloths belong to the same group of mammals as our next animal. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time since my primate South America at the Birmingham Zoo tour, the giant anteater. These cool-looking creatures have poor eyesight and hearing, but they have a great sense of smell that could rival that of your pet dog. Giant anteaters are the largest of the 4 species of anteaters. Researchers learned that giant anteaters can identify a species of ant or termite by smelling before they rip the nest open with their sharp claws. Their sticky tongue is 2 feet long and flicks 150 times a minute. Giant anteaters can eat 140 insects in a meal and can drink water left on plants after it rains. Giant anteaters have different lifestyles depending on how many people are nearby. If there are more people nearby, anteaters will come out during the night, but will come out during the day if there are few people around. Even though they love ants and termites, giant anteaters aren't immune to insect bites, so they only feed for a minute at a mound to avoid bites before moving on. Giant anteaters also have one of the lowest body temperatures of any mammal at 91 degrees Fahrenheit or 32.7 degrees Celsius because of their low-calorie insect diet. There's one more animal I'll showcase today, and it's another one I haven't talked about in a long time. For the first time since my South America at the Montgomery Zoo tour, ladies and gentlemen, one of the animals of honor, the maned wolf. Maned wolves got their name from the black mane on their back, which can stand up when the canine is threatened. Maned wolf urine has a powerful aroma that reminds people of skunk smell, which they can use to mark their territory and communicate. Despite their name, maned wolves don't howl like other wolves. Instead, they emit loud barks to communicate, but mostly to warn other wolves to stay away or to attract them and find a mate. In zoos, male maned wolves have been seen regurgitating food for their pups. Their long legs are likely an adaptation to help them see over the tall savanna grass. With that, we are finished with another area of the Dallaszoo. I recommend making a quick pit stop to this area because it's pretty cool to see a harpyeagle and a maned wolf in person. Plus, South American animals deserve more recognition in zoos. Our next adventure at the Dallaszoo will be a quick look at endangered tiger habitat, which contains tigers, my favorite big cat, and very active white-naped cranes. Since I showcased a lot of South American animals, I think today's question should be South American themed. If you wanted to see one animal from South America at a zoo, which one would you see and why? Thank you for watching my videos, and I'll see you next time. You're smart, creative, and kind.